Here we are. My name is Henry Smith. Welcome to another recording documentation on the wealth creation in action. As I said, my name is Henry Smith from IamWealthyandRich.Com, which is designed to help you learn how to understand the game of money and play it well. I understand the game of money and I play it well, and my mission is to show you how to understand the game of money and play it well. Now, just a disclaimer before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor or financial planner. I'm not a regulated body. I'm not an accountant, a CPA, and understand that there are risks when it comes to investing. Now, what this channel is about me growing a portfolio in the digital asset space, digital assets, to grow a portfolio to the 1 million and beyond mark. And I started this probably about a month ago, I would say, close to a month ago in February, actually doing the videos. Started building a portfolio from summer last year, May, June 2020, with a very humble amount. Started actually before then, trying to get the money. So with the mindset to overcome, and using various techniques and strategies, I was able to develop the right mindset to be able to attract the capital in order to start the investment, and then the investment started growing, and then while continuing with the mindset training, and it grew to 6 figures in about 9 months or less. And then I decided to start documenting it on a spreadsheet, and then started doing videos. Thought I'd document it by video as well, and also use it as an example to help as many people as possible overcome financial challenges, because it is possible to overcome your financial challenges. So what I'm going to do is share my screen and do what I do all the time, which is to go into update my figures of the day of how the investment is growing. And I'll just share my screen. So I can find the button, share screen. So this is the spreadsheet, as I was saying. I started updated from the 1st of February. February the 1st. It was at 106,000. This is the total, and this is in the cryptocurrency digital asset space. And so I started updating it on a daily basis. And when it went forward, it was in green, and when it goes backwards, it's in red, forward, backwards, and so on and forth, so on and forth. And that's what live markets do. It's a live market, so markets move up and down, forward and backward. That's just the nature of the game. But most importantly, to understand, this is not trader. I'm not a trader. I'm an investor. So this is how the market ebbs to and fro, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the February, it achieved 37,860 above the 106. And so that was a 35.7% increase. So then we move into March. As you can see, we're in the 21st of March. So today is the 22nd, actually. Very interesting. So it's a month after I actually started recording. I started recording around the 22nd of February is when I actually started doing these videos. If you check the channel. So yeah, so now we're going to do, this represented a particular week within the first week in March, first week in March, I would say 8th to the 14th, whereas a $47,000 week. But continuing, we've had 3 days where the market's gone backwards a little bit, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's to be accepted, understand, it's to be expected. But it goes forward more than it goes back. So as long as it goes forward more than it goes back, that's fine. So today's date is the 22nd of March, and I get the information from a live feed that goes into various asset groups that I manage. I have various asset groups, but I'm only talking about one of our portfolios at the moment, one of my portfolios. So this particular portfolio linked to a live feed into that asset group, and we have altcoins, consists of many other cryptocurrencies apart from Bitcoin. That's what altcoins are. And we have one Bitcoin in here. So Bitcoin at the moment is about 56,847. This is updated on maybe every 5 to 7 minutes as the live feed updates it. And so I'm going to record this figure and then the overall amount, the total portfolio value. So the altcoin is 185,985. 185. So the time is 5:04. 185,985. 95985. I think that was what was that? 98551. 95.51, and that is a plus on yesterday a little bit. So market's coming back, so that I can color that green because that's a plus, not a minus. I think it's this one, right? So that's a plus 3,000, and the overall amount 242,832.75. Should be easy to remember. 242,842. Is that correct? 242,842. 832. 242,832. 832. And what was it? 75 cents. 7.5 cents. Okay, that's a little higher than yesterday, so that can be green as well. That's a plus. So it's plus 3,000 yesterday. So it's coming, bouncing, starting to bounce back, which is okay. You know, we've had days like that before. Everyone's gone backwards 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. This is kind of 3 days, so that's fine. You know, went back one day here and went forward 20K. So, but all in all, it's going forward. That's the main thing. So all in all, it's going forward. It's like they're over 100,000 over this. So that's good. That's good. So that's good. We can't wait to get the figures at the end of the month. So that's how that goes. And this particular, just make sure I save this here. This represents the Great British Pound Sterling conversion, roughly what it is in pounds. Bitcoin is roughly 41,000 pounds. You know, the altcoin value of this particular portfolio is roughly 134,000 pounds, and the total portfolio is roughly 175,000 pounds. But that's just in dollars. So that's the way we'll continue to do this on a daily basis. So let's stop share now before I share again. So, you know, what is this really about? It's really about two things. There's two things that's responsible for this. Number one, having the right mindset. And a lot of people tend to discount the mindset part, but it's the foundation on which everything is built on. So having the right mindset. And the second is having the right investment strategy. Now, the right mindset is not something that you make up yourself and think, okay, I've got the right mindset. I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking positive now. That is not what I mean. That's called faking it. You're kidding yourself. You literally have to work on develop the right mindset, a mindset that attracts wealth. It's called a millionaire mindset or a wealth and prosperity mindset. You need to develop that mindset, a wealth and prosperity mindset. If you have that mindset, no matter what situation you're in, you can attract wealth wherever you are. And not overnight, it takes time to develop it, but it's certainly worth it. So that is the foundation. Plus, once you do make a lot of money, you know, it would help you maintain that wealth and keep it. Because the worst thing to do is to make a lot of money and lose it. The second is to have the right investment strategy. So what are you going to invest in? Are you going to apply it to a business? Are you going to apply it to an investment strategy? I decided to apply it to an investment strategy. And so because it's one thing just thinking positive all the time, that's just a bunch of theory. Unless you can apply it to something practical in the real world, it's of no use. You'll be happy, but, you know, broke. So I applied it to invest in, and you can see the result is growing really well. Now, if you want to see one of our earlier videos, the first one on this channel actually shows how it grew from, you know, a very humble amount to the 106,000. You'll see how we got there. We'll show that in the first video on the channel. So you may have to go back a bit on the channel. By the way, please like and subscribe to this channel. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. It helps YouTube get this video out. But the key is, the great thing is anybody can use these techniques to move themselves from the 95% category, or should I say from the 90% category, into the 5 and even 1% category. Only 1% of people ever seem to become wealthy, you know, and 95% are financially independent and wealthy. So you want to be moved from the 95% group into the 5% group. first, it starts with the right mindset. Second, with what you do, whether it be a business or investment strategy. I recommend investment strategy. From that, you can go into business or both. Now, the great thing about it is that the training for the wealth and prosperity mindset is I'm giving it away absolutely free, plus the basic investment strategy to get started in investing and building this, your wealth, preserving your wealth. But if you want more advanced training to the altcoins and so on, I can provide that as well. But I want to show you how to get hold of the training. But you got to make up your mind. For those of you who are in the 95% group, what's stopping you from moving over to the 5% group? 95% of people struggle with money for all their lives. 5% seem to figure it out, and within that 5%, 1% are wealthy. Okay, so that's 1 in 19. That's 1 in 20. Sorry, that's 1 in 20. So what are you going to do that's different from the other 19 people around you? You have to be prepared to do something different. It starts with the way you think, changing that, and then changing what you do. Okay, because if you continue to do the same things over and over again, you'll continue to get the same results. And most people do the same thing over and over again for years, and then they wonder why things don't change. So, let's share the screen here. Share the screen. So this is the site, IamWealthyandRich.com. The I Am Wealthy and Rich is really a slogan, a affirmation that you need to say yourself. It's not about I am wealthy and rich. Yes, I use it for myself. So I am wealthy and rich. I say that to myself 100 times a day. You need to say it to yourself 100 times a day. It's you are wealthy and rich. So how to understand the game of money and play it well? If you scroll down here, you'll see some of my previous videos. Click on the form, fill out the short form here, and access your free millionaire mindset training now. Okay, and investment strategy. Remember the key word, it's free. Why? Because I believe it can help anybody. So anybody, if you apply it, don't just go through it one time, go through it many times and apply it daily. Okay, things will gradually change. I find a lot of people seem to be stubborn. You give them a set of instructions to do, and they decide not to do it or do it their own way. And that's not going to get it done. If you're really ready for change, you'll be an 100% good student and do exactly what you're told. If you do that, you will get results. If you duplicate it half, 50% or whatever you want, I can't go and vouch for your results. But so yeah, I'm doing what some of our other videos. Like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and so on. But what I wanted to talk about, let's just stop sharing. I wanted to, because this market is moving, things are happening. This is over $1 trillion market, over $1 trillion tied up in this market. Just to share the screen again, in case you're wondering, whether is this worth it? It's, well, let's go to share again. The market cap of the crypto market is 1.8 trillion. It's coming up to 2 trillion. Okay, Bitcoin alone is over $1 trillion in it. And it took 12 years for it to reach 1 trillion. Okay, it took large companies like Apple 44 years to reach 1 trillion. Google, Bitcoin has done it in 12 years. It took Google, I think, 22 years. So this is something that is really moving. The train has left the station, really. And the longer you leave it, the more expensive it will be for you to get into it, because eventually you will get into it. Okay, but it's not just Bitcoin, it's the altcoins as well, as we talk about in the list. My Bitcoin is a small percentage of the overall portfolio. The overall portfolio is really what fires it forward, but it's great to invest in Bitcoin as well. You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, but fractions of cryptocurrencies. But going back to that demo thing I'm trying to look for, this is what you're aiming to do: create an accelerated wealth building vehicle. Okay, that grows your business. You've got Bitcoin you're invested in, and then this percentage, a larger percentage invested in altcoins once you know them. And if you want to find out about the altcoins, you can contact me. Once you've taken the free training, you've started your path, you can contact me. I can show you how you can get more information on what the right altcoins are, because you can't just pick any old altcoins. They have to be carefully researched, and we've done all that research work, and that's why we're using it, and that's why they're producing. That's why they're performing. And as that you make more money from the altcoins, you can shovel some of the money over to your Bitcoin. This is really your store of value, your gold, your treasure chest. And you don't want to ever sell this, but you can sell this and move it over here. But there's strategic ways of doing it. You get a tax liability. But this is what you want to do. That's what's going to prepare you forward. You can't just have Bitcoin. You can't just have altcoins. You need them both. Okay, but the goal of building your wealth plan is to move. This is your goal, to build your Bitcoin treasure chest, but you need this to help you do that, among other things. But this is, a very powerful strategy, and like I said, what I encourage you to do is get onto the strategy, apply the mindset training, apply the investment training, seek out more information if you want to on the altcoins, and transform your life. Over the next 2 to 5 years, you can literally transform your life financially. Okay, it takes two things. It takes time and money to be able to have the time and the money to do what you want when you want to do it and be wealthy. Okay, so that's it for me. Don't let anything stop you from moving over to the invitation is open, but the question is, will you take that invitation from moving over from the 5%, from the 95% to the 5% group? The door is wide open, and there's really nothing stopping you from doing it. So it's not a mystery, as most people think, but it's whether will you take that initiative? Will you take the first step? Okay, but whatever you decide to do, I wish you the very, very best. Look forward to seeing you inside the training. Wish you the very, very best. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow the video, and so on and so forth, and have a wonderful day. Okay, I shall speak to you very soon. Bye.